We've been married for 20 years. We've been together since 1998.
This is a love story.
It was just like, love at first sight. People don't believe it, but it is true.
Movie-worthy, real-life magic.
The birds were chirping when he left, but we had been inseparable since.
You can feel it. The love Ed and Keisha Breyer West share. They're a shout it from the rooftops, billboard for your birthday, matchy t-shirt kind of family. They also share a love so deep, it's generations in the making, a blended family with 7 children and now grandchildren.
Little ones, to him belong, they are weak.
I'm gonna cry. I guess I'm family oriented. Well, all of us are. He was very family oriented.
They will all tell you Ed has always been larger than life.
Personality fills a room.
It'll be over.
Oh, yeah. In the morning. Bless the people.
So when he becomes passionate about something, it is no stopping.
He was a presence. And when I say everybody know that he's gone, my house is quiet.
This building is quiet.
Ed West was not quiet.
Since I was 5, 6 years old and singing, everybody always said, that's a church boy. He sound like church. Even when I be in the club singing, boy, you sound like you in church.
Gotta take a chance, execute the plan. Destiny is waiting.
The only thing that ever fulfills me is gospel music.
I'm Dominic Davis.
I'm Edward West Sr. I'm Larry Jones Jr.
And we're Collage.
Ed and 2 friends performed as Collage 3, a hit gospel trio that toured around for a while.
In New Orleans, he was a local celebrity.
And people loved his voice.
Open your eyes, your heart, your mind.
On March 21st, I was at my cousin's.
12 days into the pandemic,
He called me. He was like, I don't feel good. And I thought he was playing. And I said, are you serious? He was like, yeah, I'm serious. I don't feel good.
5 days after that, Keisha knew full well it was getting bad. She's a nurse.
He could not catch his breath. And I'm witnessing my husband go through this, and I'm like, it's nothing that I could do.
She would later learn they were both sick with COVID, laying together in bed, holding hands. She says something told her to take this picture while his were still warm, holding on. But the time came she had to let go.
Dropping him off at the hospital, not being able to go in, and we did everything together. It tore me apart.
Even in those early days of the pandemic, FaceTime video calls were a source of dread. Keisha got hers a day after Ed was admitted to the hospital. Doctors wanted to put him on a ventilator.
He looked as if he was letting me down in his illness. He had a look like he was letting me down, and I immediately caught that, and I said, it's not your fault. It's not your fault. And I told him I love him about 50 times.
Final words as Ed unknowingly was taking his final breaths.
I begged the hospital. I was like, I wouldn't leave out. I'm not going to leave out. I'm going to stay there with him, if he just knew that I was there.
But she couldn't be there. COVID restrictions would not allow it. The couple reunited only after his heart beat for the last time.
And it was just that flat line on the strip. I saw it from like 20 feet away, and I said, Doc, he's gone. He said, unfortunately, Miss West, he's gone. And I lost it. Oh, that ride home, it was just so quiet. It's like I could hear everything. It's like it was unreal. I get home and I sit on my sofa and I'm just looking around in my house and I'm saying, he would never be here again. He would never be here again.
COVID-19 robbed the Wests of a proper funeral. Just a handful of people gathered in the church. A man who touched so many lives, working for the Louisiana Federation for Children, getting other kids access to private school scholarships, building the music program One Vision, One Voice. Friends say he never met a person he wouldn't help. Yet all of those people were shut out when it came time to say goodbye. Instead, 1,700 people watched the service online.
It'll be a year in April. It's just like so unbelievable.
It's our anniversary.
Now, it's the little things that bring the tears.
Oh my God.
Shoes he never got a chance to wear. He loved shoes. The Uno wars without him. The quiet.
The way his fingers and the way his toes and the way his laugh, you know.
But Edward West Sr. will never really be gone.
And I'm crying, and Ethan just was like, Mom, it's okay. You know, my daddy taught us how to be men.
And I remember getting on my knees and I said, Lord, I want to be a better man.
And I'm thinking in my mind, this boy is 14 years old.
But his dad made sure he knew to be a better man, just like the hit song West was known for. He started an outreach effort with the same name, all a legacy left behind at just 51 years old. COVID-19 killed more than 530,000 people nationwide so far, each of them with love stories of their own, just like Ed's.